guys, the Seattle Ring Hunter here, and I'm actually at Gasworks Park in downtown Seattle with Lake Union. Yes, that fancy lake that I keep diving in for the lost items. Big challenge at times because of all the metal debris over the years. Right here, I'll just give you a quick little look today. It's very nice and pleasant out here. We've got so many people out here just enjoying. It's getting a little closer to the end of the season, so not as many paddleboarders out today, but still a very beautiful day. And Gasworks Park is all the equipment in the background here that gives us this name. The real reason why we're actually coming out to do a little report today is that I got a package from QUEST, Q-U-E-S-T metal detectors. As you guys are familiar with the Scuba Tector and a couple of their other items out there, I've got a new arrival in this box here. This parcel just came from them, and getting a little bit of an early opportunity. Worked with them and gave them some ideas on this is kind of what they came up with for their next competitive handheld underwater treasure hunting extraordinaire dive detectors. This is Scuba Tector II. They had an original one a few years ago. They look kind of like a spatula almost, with the orange looking thing with the spatula looking coil at the end of it. They've increased the size of the coil to be more of a round coil on this one. Let's get this thing opened up here and take a little sit right here in the grass where it's nice. We'll just get a nice little patch here and get this thing carved open and give you guys a first-hand look at this, and then we're going to take it out and give it we're going to take it through its paces on some dives here over the course of the next few days. Got a couple ideas of what I'd like to do, some testing on it, and we're going to see exactly how it performs. I think it's going to be real helpful in the milfoil, especially when we're looking for a little bit larger items like cell phones, but also it's going to do pretty well, I think, even for rings as such that are recent drops on the surface. Give me just a moment here to, they taped it up really well, so we're appreciative of that. It made it. We didn't lose anything in transit, and I think, oh, here we go. We got a seam here. We'll get in here one way or another. And they threw a couple of other items in here. Oh boy, hope you guys can see this stuff. We've got a baseball cap and a QUEST. There it is, metal detectors. I want to say thank you to Jason and the other team members that are out there that were able to push this through, so I could get an opportunity to take a real good look at it and run it through its paces. So there's the QUEST, and got a nice little t-shirt in here as well. Let's get that out in the open and see what we got going on here. This is a real nice shirt. Gonna enjoy that. QUEST metal detectors, as you guys can see, it's flying away. It's like a flag. Woohoo! Yep. Got the branding there. And grab this plastic bag before it takes off. Keep the shirt somewhat clean from the duck poop, geese poop all over out here. Hey, they got some QUEST gloves. That's kind of nice, real nice. Appreciate that. And what you guys have all been waiting for, the grand reveal. Here it is. Woohoo! Nice in the hand. I'm sure it's got a very solid battery in there. This is all sealed off. On the back side here, you got magnetic charging, and you got a threaded insert, and that is for an eyelet, so you can clip on lanyards and clips onto it, and then at some point they have an extension shaft pole that you can screw onto it, so you can actually get it out there and get quite a bit of swing left to right. But yeah, it's got a little bit of a coil cover here. It might be glued on, or yeah, I'm not sure if it's glued on or not, but we're not going to pull it off necessarily. It's no need to. We'll just leave it on there. Scuba Tector QUEST. It's a Scuba Tector II. It's got a nice little metal button here. And it's on. It's got vibration in the hand. It's got some noise, so that's good. I think this is going to work really good in the milfoil, to be honest, because it's compact enough and it's durable. I mean, it's really durable, but it's got more of not just a small pinpoint to it, which is going to give you an opportunity to cut through the milfoil grass and get over the top of these metal targets. Then I can go in there and fine tune and pick around with my hands. So I got scuba gear. I'm not on a breath hold, so that's going to be good. Let's see, did that turn it off? That turns it off. That turns it on. That was the big request that I had, is that it needs to be in full operation, simple to use. We don't have a lot of time to be going through a bunch of different modes or getting into different tilt modes and stuff. Hopefully this button's going to work a lot better at depth. We're going to test that and find out at 60, 70 feet if this button does, still, it looks real easy to push too. I'm really kind of impressed so far. I have over the years appreciated the technology of piezo buttons, but maybe this will work where at depth the water pressure isn't going to be so much to press on it and activate the button. But it's really easy to push. I think even with gloves on it will be too. I just want it to be fully activated and ready to go, and then turn it off and not have any problems there. So that looks like that's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see what else we got in the box here. Got a little container for your fines, I think it is. Yeah, pretty cool. And you could, if you have some small fines or something, you could put them in there. Let's open this up. So you got two sides to it. It's kind of like a little fishing tackle pillbox sort of thing. Yeah, you can put quite a few items in there. Anyway, just another little branded doodad. Anyway, that's cool. We appreciate those items from Quest. I got a charge connector here. Let's take a quick look at that while we got all this stuff laid out here. We definitely don't want to lose the charger because it's very specific to this unit. And if I lose it, then I'm going to have to get in touch with them to get a replacement. But it's got two little magnets here. Hopefully no magnets on this side, because you really don't want magnets on the detector side because of the black sand. It'll just get loaded up full of black sand, and that was made apparent to them. Let's test that real quick, because steel split ring is magnetic, of course, right? So magnetic, not the keys. Some barrel keys, yes, not all, but at any rate, let's see if it sticks. It does a little bit, because they want a real good connection for the charging. So that means that this is going to build up with some black sand, and you just have to wipe it off each time before you put the oh, and it's polarized too. See, they want you to have the polarity correct, so the magnets are reverse order of each other, so you get the polarity correct. Positive and negative on the little charge connectors, but it seems to stick on pretty well, so that's going to be real quick for charging. Not going to be a lot of drama or problems with that, so you know, I like it. I think it'll work fine. They're pretty small magnets, so it'll be pretty easy to wipe off any black sand. I'm in silt, and there's going to be a lot of black sand that's just going to stick to that. I already know that because I have magnets, rare earth magnets on my sand scoop when I'm digging through the beach. And I basically have to take a garden hose and just blast it at the end of every session just to get the little fine sand off of there. And so we also tape up our speakers on the back side of our larger size metal detectors, because they will load up full of black sand as well. But yeah, it's not too bad. It'll be easy to clean. Let's see here. So that piece of metal there, yep, and as I suspect this is a little too small for this detector. We'll get more into what it can and can't detect and find out its limitations. That's just part of what this is going to be. Of course, that's pretty small here, this little thing here. So actually, real quick, because I'm just dying to throw a couple of legitimate items on the ground real quick. Got our crew out here practicing. Got US dime. Got gold 1 2, actually 2, 3, and 4. It's a pretty thin ring and it went off. 14 karat yellow gold. Let's yeah, it's actually, yeah, that'll work. I like it. Lens wedding band, of course, a little bit more gold. White gold. Signet ring with a very thin band. You got a nice piece over the top there, the black onyx. So got good vibration there. There's a diamond here somewhere. So let's see. I don't exactly know because I forgot exactly where I put it in the grass. I'm not seeing it yet. So let's see if we can get this without a pinpointer, without too much trouble. Just sneak up on it. Sneak up on it from the side. So we're coming there. Somewhere in here is a dime. I've already lost the dime. Oh, there it is. So I did find it. Pinpointer's still going to be handy, of course, but something like a cell phone now. Let's throw the cell phone down. I'm sure it's going to be just perfectly fine. Good couple inches. That's good. It's a large target, of course. Alrighty guys, I'm excited. Let's get this thing in action. Let's go out and we're gonna have a couple of dives this weekend actually, so it's gonna be put to use, and I can't wait to take it to depth to see how the buttons react at depth. This button situation that they got here, they said they made it similar to that on a GoPro waterproof case. So they got probably a little spring pin in there, backed up with some O-rings going through the plastic to push down on the button that's on the circuit board. I can almost tell you that's exactly how they did it. One thing that is a little bit interesting on a design concept is I don't rely upon it diving anyway, is the LED light is on the bottom of the search coil, which is a very peculiar concept or interesting concept. I'm not sure that I'm all into it. They're thinking you would use it to light up the bottom as you're going through. I'd almost prefer to see that on the top where it's traditionally been. So if you've got the coil literally shoved in the grass or in the silt and you have the handle out just a little bit, you can actually see the light from time to time, but the reality is the light is not really, it gets obscured pretty quickly. Sometimes my whole hand, you can't even see my hand, so I can't complain too much about it being there. I just don't really think that's the best place that they could have put it. They put it in a place that was convenient for the manufacturing of the unit with a little less thought on functionality, even though they thought they had a great idea. I really don't understand it. Such as it is, if you're diving and you're serious about diving, you're going to have a dive light on your hand anyway. It's going to provide enough light if necessary to work with. So anyway, yeah, if you're out on a beach or something in the middle of the night and you're just kind of beach combing, maybe that might be handy. You could wave it over the, let's see, if we turn it on, the light does stay on, so you could, stays on the whole time. So it doesn't really go for, it's not engaging with a target, it's just always on. So it provides a little bit of light when you're swinging the detector over the sand or the bottom, when you can see, when there's no other light. So maybe it is a good idea. I'll see how it works and how it performs before I put my full comments out on it. Looks a little bit interesting, but you know, they did put a nice coil cover on the bottom, so it shouldn't get dinged around too badly, hopefully. Anyway, simple one button activation. it's a good grip in the hand. And I'll have to go get myself, they didn't provide anything that I see in the box as of yet. As far as it's a little bit early, I think they're still getting some of their accessories together. But yeah, there's no, I can get a D-ring that fits in there, an eyelet with a threaded, and I can screw something in there, or I can clip on and off to it. So I'm definitely going to need to secure that, and I will probably put a little bit of Loctite glue in it just so it doesn't come loose during a dive and cut loose, because I don't want to lose it, and I want to make sure it's secure. And jiggling around, I know it's just bound to come loose, and if I need to take it off, Loctite blue medium is going to be more than sufficient to be able to pull it off if I ever need to. I want to put a shaft on it at some point. For me personally, I'm not sure that I will use the shaft as much. This has got a very unique and specific use case, and it is amazing. I'll see how far I can get with it, and it's going to be a great tool in the toolbox as options and it goes. And I'll have to take and compare it a little bit. Of course, we're going to have to go and compare it with one of its competitors, the black and yellow one. You guys all know who that is, but this report is specifically about the QUEST SCUBA Tector. We're going to stick with that for right now. Later down the road, we'll get the other one that's been out about a couple of years, which is also this is a PI detector, pulse inductive detector. So keep that in mind. It's going to work great out in the salt water with all the other metal items down there. You got to go through it all anyway. So that's what we got in the shipment here, and looking forward to using it. I think the grass and the milfoil, it's going to be kind of handy for some of those jobs where I know that the phone is pretty close by anyway. Alrighty, I got trash blowing around out here. I need to go ahead and secure that before it gets into the lake. I don't need to add to the trash and garbage around here. There's enough of it already. And we'll take you out on our next dive here tomorrow, potentially, and the next day we got a couple of dives, cell phones and some other items. So looking forward to taking this. It makes a lot of sense in some regards because it's so compact and small that some of the searching that I do on dives, this could be real. And it's down. Another thing that's important about this, guys, is they say it's good for, I think, 200 feet, which gives you 60 meters, I believe, is the equivalent. But 200 feet, man, rock on. Don't get that, yeah. See, go get the rebreather out. And let's get serious about some deep recoveries. 150-foot recoveries. I got to get that gear together and get that training under my belt. And then at some point here, we may see this guy down there at depth looking for some very important lost items. So stay tuned, guys. This is not the last of this. And hopefully it works out well. It's supposed to be sealed up pretty good, so I don't expect any water to get into it. And they got this button right. That's going to make all the difference. Let's see here. If I hold it in for any period of time, does it do anything different? No, it's not doing anything different. Push it on, push it off, and that's exactly what they need. When you're on a dive and you're seriously looking for stuff, I mean, you just want the machine to cut on and cut off, and without no extra, excuse my phrasing, but no extra BS, man. We just need to cut it on and get to work. Apple Watch, and cut it right off. Alrighty, guys, there you go.
If you've lost your ring or special item of value, please get in touch with me at the SeattleRingHunter.com as soon as possible so I can arrange to do a search for you.